Hey everyone, it's Michelle here at Makiki in 1988, and I have a surprise bag that I've been hiding, but I'm finally ready to reveal to you. And that is this gorgeous Longchamp Pliage extra small. You may have seen this bag in its canvas form. Longchamp does make this in that typical cosmetic pouch. They also have these city pouches, which you can come across every once in a while on Bloomingdale's, and that bag I did previously own. I had the coated navy canvas, which was a beautiful bag. I loved it, but I did find myself a little bit frustrated by the fact that it did not have attachments for a crossbody strap. I didn't want to punch the bag, but then also it had a very light, unlined interior. So I did let that bag go. And for quite some time, I sat and I looked at this beautiful leather version online. And I tried to tell myself, oh, you know, we can go get it in canvas. Let's just go get the cheaper version. And I just couldn't. I didn't want that because I knew I'd have the same problem where, one, it doesn't have like a true shape, it doesn't have any organization, and it doesn't have a true aligning. So I have to buy an organizer. And I'm like, why would I do that? I know I want the leather version. So after going to the store and touching it and playing with it multiple times and searching online to see who had the best deal, I finally came across it on Bloomingdale's, where they had the gift card sale where you get so much back for every $100 that you spend. And then on top of that, I had a Capital One rewards discount. So I did go ahead and get this, and the price has just recently increased on this bag where it went from $360 to $380, but then I did get a $75 gift card from Bloomingdale's on top of, I want to say it was maybe like a 9 or 10% rebate from Capital One. So that allowed me to justify it. This bag comes in a number of beautiful colors. I, however, have been looking for the perfect black on black on black bag slash pochette. And when I saw this in person, I just had to get it because I love how close the gunmetal hardware is to the black of the bag. And so this is a bag that can be casual, it can be sporty, it can be my stadium bag. I wear this now instead of my Lululemon bag, like when I go to my son's football games. But I also like to take this as an everyday bag or an event bag or a date bag because it's adorable. You know, when I step back, I use it as a top handle. It's very classy, very cute. It does have a little bit of a wider base, so if you pack it just right, it can stand on its own. The top handle has a great clearance, so even with my larger hands, I can bring it in and just have it just a little bit beyond my wrist, so if I want to be hands-free. I have actually just moved into this bag because I'm getting ready to head out of town for a work conference, and this will be my bag within a bag. So when I go from my day to night events, I'll simply put it on as a crossbody and either wear it on my shoulder or crossbody so I can have my phone and everything I need with me without having to carry something big or have to worry about keeping track of a bag because we do typically get on the move and stay on the move for the rest of the evening. I have this bag all packed up, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I pack this. And true to the Pliage line, it does have the flap with the zipper. I love though this one has just the one handle, so the bag attachments don't get in the way of the zipper, which I do sometimes get a little bit bothered by with my larger Pliage. I do have this packed full because I will be using this as my everyday carry purse until I go to the conference. I'll take a few things out once I get there, but I wanted to show you just how much it actually can hold. This bag, I typically do not put my sunglasses in unless I take my phone out. So sunglasses or phone, typically I like to have the phone here and I'll just wear the sunglasses on my face or on my shirt. But at the top of the bag, I do have my microfiber sleeve for my sunglasses. And there's a better overview of what it looks like. I have my Purell hand sanitizer in there, which I may or may not carry this depending on if I have any of the smaller hand sanitizer packets. So I'll switch the packets out for this when I go to the conference. That way I can put in my AirPods or my battery pack since I'll be on the go. My phone does tend to die. Next, over here off in the corner, I do have today's lip product, which is the Merit lipstick, and this is in the color Tiger. I find that it is a beautiful, I think they describe it as like a kind of brick red. I like that it's not too coral or too orange because I don't personally like those on me, but this is what it looks like, and I do have just a little bit of lip oil over it just for a little shine, a little gloss. And that's one of the things that I love about the Merit products, like they all play so well together. And even though this is a satin lipstick, sometimes I want it to have just a little bit more gloss, especially if I'm taking, for instance, headshots or photos, which are pretty common at a lot of these conferences. All right, next I have my Coach Turn Lock card case. And I do use this as a wallet often because I love it. It's beautiful. It matches the black on black with the gunmetal. But when I go to conferences, I actually use this to hold my business cards. And then if I'm wearing a jacket, I'll typically put this in my jacket pocket, which frees up a little bit more space in here. But for now, it's in the purse. Next, when I travel, I am always worried about losing my wallet or having too big of a wallet, or if I just need to grab my essentials. And so I actually always take this Quilted Essential Slim card case, again by Coach. And this is the version that they had done with the white stitching, which I think now they're all black, but I still love this. This is one of my first Coach SLGs that I had purchased a couple of years back. And honestly, I love this because it has a little bit more flexibility than most of the card cases. And then I have room in the middle where I'll usually put like my hotel key or cash if I'm carrying cash on me. Love that. Again, the black with the gunmetal matches so well. One thing that I love about this purse is that it is a little bit more than a pochette to me, because not only does it have the security of the zipper, but this is actually just tall enough that I can carry an EDC pouch, which is my preference. Especially when I'm traveling, I do like to have, my personal wipes, my lens wipes. I carry what I call my tooth pack, which has like flossers, gum, mints in it sometimes. But then I am one of those lucky people who has a tendency to get headaches as I travel. And so being able to carry my travel ibuprofen in this pouch, in my purse, is essential. And I love that everything here fits just right. All right, next is my travel perfume. This one in particular is actually just my YSL perfume. I will switch that out for a lighter fragrance when I go to this conference. I feel like in this space, working with a bunch of men and in sales in particular, I don't want any sexual or like flirty fragrances. People already cross too many boundaries. I'm gonna just be honest with you. People already cross too many boundaries. So I typically take a lighter fragrance. For this conference, I'll actually be taking my Jo Malone Beach Blossom, since I've saved the last bit of that in my travel vial, and that'll be enough to last me through the trip. Last but not least, I just have my phone case. This is my larger phone case. My regular phone case fits in here much more easily and gives me a little bit more space for other items. But I do love that a iPhone 16 Pro fits well into this purse. I try really hard not to sit and have my phone in my hand all the time, unless I'm filming content as I'm out. I do try to be aware of my surroundings. I do try to interact with the company that I have, whether it's friends, a date, or my kids, and I'm trying to be better about being intentional of disconnecting from my devices when I'm not working or doing content. And that is just the gist of the bag. It's lined with their signature jacquard, and it does have a single card holder. I don't have anything in there now, but I typically will put like my Costco card in just for ease of access, or sometimes my license. There's so many things you could pack in this. I feel like the capacity of the leather bag is the same as the canvas bags, but I love that this is more durable. I did actually already go ahead and condition this with the leather CPR, and I just love that it's like a nice matte black toned down bag. Especially when I go out or when I'm like out at events, I don't want my bag to be the main center of attention. I don't want people paying attention to things. Why, you would ask? I had a horrible experience in Vegas like a year and a half ago where my wallet got stolen. And so I try to just be low key, and I especially try to make sure I have a crossbody bag that I can secure, because there are people who are always watching you. You don't even realize it. And especially if you have a drink or two, just shit happens. And I don't want to go through that again. But I love this Longchamp extra small pliage. If you have the opportunity to get one, or if you're thinking about saving up for one, I would definitely recommend it. It's a great bag within a bag. It's a great pochette. It's a great night out bag. It's a great everyday crossbody bag, especially as I, try to maintain my cognizance about my scoliosis and my bulging disc in my back. I do try to alternate small bags and with large bags. If I'm carrying some heavier bags, I try to then give myself a few days of a lighter carry, just so that I'm not sacrificing my health and my happiness for a gorgeous bag. But this is a great fill-in, and I love it. So thank you for watching. Happy to answer any questions that you might have about it, whether it's where you can, buy it, what are some of the other different things you can fit in it, what the leather feels like, what the quality is like. I'll look forward to interacting with your questions and your comments below. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.